What's going on, everyone? My name is Nicholas Merton here at DataDash, and today is December 15th of 2020. Well, folks, I hope you are having a fantastic day wherever you are, and in today's video, we're not only going to be talking about Bitcoin's continued strength as it's chartering back up towards its all-time highs, but along with that as well, talk about a major technical pattern that's building an altcoin dominance that could lead towards a breakout before the end of this year. But before we dive into all this really interesting content, I've got to share something personal with you guys. It's a major update for my startup Digifox, and it's so big in this case that I've decided to cut out my sponsors for nearly the next 2 weeks to share this announcement. Today, I want to share with you all what we've been working on over the last couple of months to completely refine the user experience of Digifox and make it the ultimate platform for both DeFi and cryptocurrencies. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll the announcement clip. Well, guys, I hope you truly enjoyed that announcement video. It gives a good quick summary about everything we have in what we're calling Digifox 2.0, a complete revamp on the user experience that we've been working on over the last 3 months. And I really hope you guys, above all, can go out and try it out. It's on iOS and Android. If you're looking to get into crypto or maybe improve your crypto experience, we charge a third of the fees of Coinbase. We offer access to over 50 plus tokens. We're adding more later on this afternoon. And along with that as well, there's all types of new feature sets that make it a premier experience for crypto. Now, I want to ask you all one quick favor. I usually don't like to ask this. If you guys wouldn't mind, please consider following our Twitter page at Digifox_finance. And along with that as well, liking and retweeting the major announcement tweet that we put out for the product update. It means the world to me personally. And like I said, I usually don't like to ask this, but so long as you really like the update, please feel free to share it. It means the world to me personally. Now, in regards to the update, if you're looking for a quick summary as to what Digifox 2.0 offers, make sure to go check out our blog post at digifox.finance/blog in this case, and you'll be able to see our latest post. And you can find the one that I just posted late last afternoon, where we're talking about all the major updates in regards to the application. Our WeFunder has been getting a lot of good retention here from the blog post we put. We've had so many nice comments from people out there who have been supporters of the project. If you guys don't know already, we decided to do an equity crowdfunding. I decided to not go down the route of raising from venture capital and wanted to raise from all of you in the community. And in this case, we had nearly 1,000 unique investors from all across the world who made Digifox possible. Now, an important thing I want to share as well is that Bitcoin is supported. This is a big thing that a lot of Ethereum smart wallets out there don't have on the market. And due to our integration with Celsius Network, as well as our fiat on-ramp partners, you can not only buy Bitcoin directly from the application with a debit card or bank account, or deposit Bitcoin you already have, but along with that, any Bitcoin you deposit is going into our partner Celsius, where you're able to earn more than 4% interest annually, which is really, really exciting. So again, if you got Bitcoin sitting on an exchange, why not get it out there earning 4% plus interest? Again, very, very exciting stuff. Now, one last thing I want to share here as well is that one of the big things we're doing is we're giving away over $20,000, up to $20,000 in prizes for our Invest in Yourself Holiday Challenge. Now, if you're curious to learn about the rules for it, we're going to be posting a video later on this afternoon. If you go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell icon to our channel Digifox, you'll be able to figure out about the rules of the challenge later on this afternoon. But all the information can be found within the community tab, which is the center tab within the wallet, where you can actually figure out about the challenge and how you can enter in for a chance to win nearly $8,000 by simply saving for your own future. That's all you got to do. So even if you don't win, in this case, you're still earning interest on your crypto. You can deposit your Bitcoin, stable coins, Ethereum, all types of different ERC20 tokens that are supported by Celsius, and you can figure out the official supported list when you review the Receive tab within the app. So we've got so many things to share with you guys. Again, above all, I just want to say thank you all for the support here. I know I'm rambling on at this point, so I'll go ahead and move forward, but I just want to say thank you guys for the continued support, not only here on the channel as well as Digifox, because if it weren't for you guys making this channel a reality, I wouldn't have been able to build Digifox. I self-funded it from the get-go, and then we raised from the community, and everything has just seemed to work out great in this sense because we've done things by the books, we've done things right, and it's always been around building community and building the best experience possible in crypto. The last thing I would ask as well is if you're interested in finding a great crypto community, helping to build out the crypto ecosystem and sharing and exchanging knowledge, within the community tab, we also have a link to our Discord, which I highly recommend you guys join if you decide to download the app. Again, it's live on iOS and Android. I'll have the link down below in the description. But again, guys, please, if you have any issues when you're using the application, go to the profile tab, which is on the far right end of the toolbar at the bottom, and contact us at our customer support. We have in-app customer support, which we pride ourselves on. Quick response time, getting those issues resolved as soon as possible. All right, we might have a large influx today, so it might be a bit delayed. But anyways, guys, overall, let's go ahead and dive into some of the major updates here for the market. Now, I want to dive first here into taking a look at the altcoin market. Tomorrow, we're going to be dropping our altcoin top 10 video for 2021, where we're going to be talking about our major top 10 plays for altcoins going into 2021. And I want to spend some time to talk about this technical pattern that we're building, because this is something that's taking in a couple months into price action with a major technical pattern that really started building here in late November. We can see here that we've been having descending lows and descending highs. But what's really important to note here is that though many people would view this as really bearish, what we're actually doing here is meeting around the midway point here before we kicked off on the second major leap here in altcoin dominance. So right here at this midpoint. And along with that as well, for the technical pattern that we're building, this is actually a very bullish pattern. It's what's known as a descending wedge, where we basically have the highs dropping at a lower rate than the support range, almost creating this coiling action where, in this case, altcoin dominance is set to likely pop here if we're following standard technical analysis rules. And what's interesting here is that it's happening right here. We've had 3 days here where we've bounced off this level, where we had previous resistance, previous support in the past, and previous resistance back all the way here in February as well as April of 2020. This is a massive technical pattern. If we look at altcoin dominance here, there really hasn't been something this bullish in a long period of time, and it's following the massive rally, one of the biggest leaps we saw over the course of 3 days in altcoin dominance history in the last couple of months to the last year or two. So this is really exciting to see overall, guys, and I think that we've got a good confidence signal here that we're going to break out to the upside here. If we take a look at some of the major plays here across the board, if we get Chainlink, for example, Chainlink is doing the same thing. It's got a descending wedge here. The highs are falling lower than the support range, and it's coiling in here for some form of breakout here in the short term. Along with that as well, we've got Uni, major other DeFi play out there on the market. In this case, making new support against Bitcoin on its previous support range back here in October, well above what it set back here in November for its absolute low. So we're seeing a lot of signs of confidence here in the market in regards to where altcoins could be going in the short term. And I really think that, again, we're going to be kicking off something that's been setting up for a long period of time. We've already been doing well being positioned in altcoins, generally speaking, over the last year or so, since back in last September. So it's been more than a year and a couple of months now. But again, I highly recommend you guys prepare for this altcoin cycle. There's a lot of energy building up here in the market that I think is important to pay attention to. Now, I want to go ahead, we'll pull up Bitcoin here as well, bring it up here on the Coinbase chart. And this is, again, the chart we looked at yesterday. So we've been focusing in on here about the two potential case scenarios. But what's just amazing here, guys, overall, is that Bitcoin is pushing towards that upper end. In fact, had a little bit of price range that was above that line of resistance. And I think that that's something that's very telling here in regards to cryptocurrency markets, especially Bitcoin as an asset. Institutions right now are stacking up Bitcoin like crazy. And this is causing an absolutely unseen dynamic when it comes to Bitcoin retesting its relative all-time highs in price. To see that we're holding up so well in this market makes me very, very confident that we're not going to be testing this bearish case scenario. Anytime there's a dip in Bitcoin, institutions are stacking up. They're competing, whether it's in spot markets, OTC, through financial products like the exchange traded notes, GBTC, or the one as well for Ethereum. There is a lot of buy-side pressure across the market. And one thing that I think is important to notice as well is that Grayscale has been stacking up big time on cryptocurrencies. They now have over $13 billion of digital assets under management, making them the largest manager of digital assets so far, to my knowledge, in the world in regards to financial products like exchange-traded notes. $13 billion under management. And the crazy thing is, guys, it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning here. Every week, every month in this case, they have been stacking larger and larger positions here. There's no sign of a lack of demand here in the market. The problem is there's a lack of supply to meet the overwhelming and growing demand in cryptocurrency markets. This is what I've talked about for the last year and a half here on the channel, guys. Markets are driven by supply and demand side economics. It's all a matter here of whether or not there's going to be new issuance of Bitcoin and more growth of Bitcoin. Well, here's the great news in this case. There's not going to be more newly issued Bitcoin outside of the fixed rate that is being produced right now through the standard generation of new Bitcoin per block. We know exactly in this case how much it's going to be, and with having an event back in May, it's set the perfect stage here for a growing swarm of demand that's fixing price higher and higher and higher. And along with this as well, we're seeing Bitcoin not only being picked up by institutions, but being able to be utilized by a lot of people who truly need it. In Argentina, over the past few weeks, we've been seeing massive growth here for people moving to Bitcoin as a hedge due to the fact that there's massive capital controls in the region. Now, I'm not usually one to make this argument that Bitcoin is the best asset and something that every person in, developing economies, and more specifically in Latin America, we've talked about Venezuela for a long time, and now Argentina going through a similar currency crisis. I'm not someone who would say that you could just use Bitcoin for your day-to-day life. That's not true. It's not for everyone. But there are a lot of people, due to high wealth taxes, capital controls, a lot of restrictions that the Argentinian government is trying to scramble to create in order to combat its devalued currency and its unfunded deficit budget for its government. In this case, a lot of people are switching their wealth to Bitcoin. Now, I know this doesn't seem like a crazy amount, but to see some days where you're processing, $500,000, $800,000, $1 million, well beyond what we've seen in the past here for some of these major exchanges in Argentina. And this is just one exchange. This showcases here that a lot of people are seeing Bitcoin as an alternative asset class. Now, I know we got some viewers from Argentina, so I want to give a big shout out to you guys. I want you guys to stay strong above all. I know this is a very, very difficult time. But the incredible thing here in this case is that we've seen some massive surges in volume on things like local Bitcoins, these peer-to-peer exchanges, a lot of alternative ways to get access to this asset class overall. And this is really exciting overall. But again, guys, I think that this is a phenomenal time here for Bitcoin. It's really setting up the stage in a time where not just in developing economies, there's issues to be worried about, but even in developed economies, as we're stepping into a world of negative yielding bonds, we're stepping into a world where there's overinflated asset prices, such as equities and properties, etc. There's so much to be on edge about here, looking for alternative hedges or different alternative non-correlated assets. And that's where I think that we've got a serious opportunity to hedge ourselves. Now, again, if you're looking to get access to Bitcoin, if you're looking to get access here to the altcoin market, while you're looking to pick up some of the new DeFi tokens like Uni or Link, I want to go ahead and share with you all that for tomorrow's altcoin video, any tokens that we're talking about on there, a lot of coins that I'm very big on, I have positions in some of them. If you're interested in any of those tokens, they're going to be available on DigiFox. Outside of a few, there's about one play that hasn't hit the market yet. But again, we're always big about finding those early plays on the market. So if you guys are interested, go download DigiFox. And in fact, another thing I forgot to mention overall, to celebrate in regards to DigiFox 2.0 launching, we're doing free smart contract wallet generation until the end of the year. Now, what does that mean? Well, it basically means that a lot of people don't know. I wrote a blog post about this, so you can find it on the DigiFox blog. Long story short, it does cost money to generate smart contract wallets where you don't need to write down a long seed phrase, but instead you can use your phone and email to recover your account. And usually that would be something that you'd have to pay for on the app because there is a decent cost to it. But overall, we're going to be generating those for free. We're hoping to run it all the way towards the end of the year, run it for free, where you can get a free smart contract wallet that allow you to make swaps through Uniswap, completely decentralized, paying lower fees, a third of the fees here of Coinbase, and along with that as well, being able to tap into Uniswap, Compound protocol to earn interest, as well as interact with Celsius. You don't need the smart contract wallet to just interact with Celsius or buy crypto through our fiat on-ramps. So those are two different things. But anyways, guys, I'm rambling at this point. Just wanted to give you guys that heads up in case you wanted to build some positions and start building out your crypto portfolio. But above all, I hope you're all having a fantastic day wherever you are. I love you guys so much. You make all these dreams turn into a reality, and I can't thank you all enough for supporting me all these years. I've been getting so many kind comments and messages, whether it's through our customer support on DigiFox or here comments on the channel, of all the support that you guys have been showing for me. It's truly, truly incredible, and I can't say thank you enough to all of you. And I'm going to keep killing it. I'm going to keep doing what I do best here and rambling on because apparently you guys seem to like it. So I don't know if that makes me crazy or you guys crazy, but I love you guys so much. Take care, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone.